It can be inconvenient to remember that you are unable to water your plants while already on your way to work. It could also be that you are preoccupied and focused on a specific task. But don't be worried. Because in this video, we are going to talk about a technology, the self-watering pot. Before we start, if you like gardening, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. We post gardening tips and hacks every other day. To begin, what exactly are self-watering pots? In these pots and planters, water is available to the plant via wicking or capillary action from a built-in reservoir. Instead of keeping track of the soil moisture level and watering according to the specific needs of each plant, this system allows you to simply fill up the reservoir and water your plants. As the plant roots absorb more water, the soil wicks up more water, ensuring a consistent level of moisture in the soil. What are the benefits of using this system? These container systems are self-regulating, supplying water when the plants require it. Did you know that some of the water you pour on the surface of the potting soil evaporates? In this system, however, that is not the case. Because self-watering pots draw water from below, there is less moisture at the surface of the soil, and the plants use almost all of it. Overwatering and underwatering are two other issues that gardeners face. Overwatering depletes the plant's oxygen supply, which leads to fungus and disease problems. Underwatering, on the other hand, deprives plants of the water they require to maintain their cellular structure, transport nutrients, and produce food. However, with this system, they will receive exactly the amount of water they require as they require it. It's also important to remember that every self-watering pot has 4 components. A growing bed, potting soil, water reservoir, and wicking system are included. The growing bed is the container's upper portion, which holds the growing medium and the plants. When choosing potting soil, it's important to remember that it needs to be absorbent and lightweight. Cocoa coir, perlite, and clay pebbles are some examples. The water reservoir, which is located beneath the growing bed, is the most important part of the system. It provides water to the system for the plant's growth and development. A method for reloading the reservoir must exist, which could be a vertical tube for pouring water in from above or an opening on the pot side. Finally, the wicking system is in charge of transporting water from the reservoir to the soil and then to the roots of the plants. Rope, cloth strips, cotton, wool, felt, nylon, polyurethane, and microfiber are some examples. These components may appear to be overly technical, but they aren't. You can certainly make your own self-watering pot with materials readily available to you. Simply follow these steps and you'll be ready to go. 1. First, you need to choose a pot that you want to turn into a self-watering one. 2. Next, you can make a growing bed, which could be a basket or any other container, with holes in it. Note that this will hold the growing medium, and you do not want to be so much mess in there, so you can wrap it with a net, window screening, or a permeable fabric. Also take note that this must fit inside your chosen pot. 3. For the water reservoir, you can use a basin or any container that can be a storage of water in your system. Again, make sure that this container will also fit inside the pot. Locate this in the bottom of the pot. 4. Now, get your wicks and locate it in the growing bed, or the basket, near the portion where you plan to grow your plant. The number of wicks required will be determined by parameters such as container size, potting mixture type, wicking material, and the quantity and kind of plants. but, generally, 2 wicks per plant is assumed. 5. Put the growing bed on top of the reservoir, in a manner letting the wicks reach the water reservoir. 6. For the watering shaft, do not forget to insert a PVC pipe before filling the growing bed with soil. This PVC pipe will be the vessel of water going to the reservoir, so make sure that it is pointed directly to the reservoir. If needed, make a hole in the growing bed, or the basket, to facilitate the insertion of this pipe. 7. After inserting the PVC pipe, check if everything is in place. Some questions you can ask yourself are the wicks capable of reaching the water reservoir? If I place soil in this growing bed, would it not be a mess for the water system below? Is the PVC pipe directly pointed to the reservoir? Once all questions are answered yes, you can proceed to the next step. 8. Fill the growing bed with the medium along with the plant. Remember to use growing media which are efficient in absorbing and retaining water. What kinds of plants do well in this self-watering pot system? Fortunately, several species are compatible with this system, including smaller, leafy plants such as baby's tears, spike mosses, and coleus, as well as larger, thin-leaved plants such as Boston ferns, peace lilies, and umbrella palms. In addition, lettuce, spinach, and herbs do well in this system. Remember not to let your reservoir run dry. When it dries out, the system's entire process comes to a halt. There will be no water to transport in the growing medium or to the plant because the wicks will be dry. Furthermore, if you're using a hydroponic soilless medium in your self-watering pot, you'll need to add nutrients to the water reservoir on a regular basis. Keep this nutrient solution at the proper levels, and flush the growing medium with fresh water every couple of weeks to avoid toxic fertilizer salt buildup. And there you have it. You've already built and set up your own self-watering pot, looking forward to not only the productivity of your gardening journey, but also its convenience and water efficiency. Enjoy gardening. If you are looking to start your garden, check out the links in the description for our recommended books and audiobooks. Don't forget to download the free ebook too. What do you think of our tips? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.